Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again. We are on Haikyu. We're on episode 20 of Season 2 right now. So this is it. It's pretty much what I assume is going to be the last match of the season. And it is the Old Faithful. It's fucking Seijo versus Karasuno. And we all know how it ended last time in fucking Heartbreak City, so I'm feeling Karasuno. I am. I'm feeling them this time around. I think that, you know, again, as I said in the last episode, with this show, I feel like, unfortunately, storytelling, like, the storytelling cliche of this team is very sort of prevalent in the show. So, unfortunately, I feel like I can predict what's going to happen. And I feel like because, obviously, Seijo they've had their one-up, it's time for Karasuno to equal it, you know what I mean? And that's where they end, like, you know what I mean? It's essentially Oikawa's last tournament for Seijo, right? Because it's the third year. So this is the last chance that Kageyama gets to go up against his, you know what I mean, the setter who he was, like, you know what I mean, like, sort of destined to kind of overthrow in the end. As being the Great King, like, overthrow him. This is his last chance to do so with these two teams. So, you know, I feel like to get them on a level playing field, like to make sure like one character isn't like put over the other and whatnot, I feel like this is where Karasuno get the one over on Seijo. I still feel like it's going to be a close fucking, and I think it will come down to literally like the last couple of points. You know, I feel like I don't know how I would think it would go. I know that it's going to go to a third set. Like, I just know that it will. The question is like, who gets the upper hand first? I feel like you could give it to Seijo, give them the first set, and let it be an uphill battle for Karasuno to, like, really pull it out the bag. But for some reason, I have a feeling Karasuno is going to get the first set and put Seijo on the back foot. The reason why I think that is because I feel like Seijo might underestimate them a bit. With Karasuno going all out, and literally they have so many different things in their arsenal now, like so many weapons, like, to fucking choose from, different styles of play to choose from, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, the fun thing about last time, the interesting thing about last time in Season 1 was it made a note to show that Oikawa was doing his fucking research, and he was, like, staying up through the night researching. It didn't do that this time around. And, it's interesting. I feel like most of it has got to do with the fact that he didn't know that, like, they were going to face Karasuno. He must have known that if Karasuno were to win that game, and that they were to win against Datiko, that they would meet. But I feel like, you know what I mean, because he hasn't, I'm going to assume that he hasn't done research, and I feel like the other ones haven't done research on them either, so they are going to go against Seijo with this sort of surprise, like, holy shit, and they're going to catch them like off guard in the first set. They're going Karasuno are going to take it, and then Seijo will be on the back foot. They'll come back strong, because obviously they've been working at it. They'll take the second set, and then Karasuno will take the final set, and it'll come down to the last few points. I feel like that's how it's going to happen. But yeah, so, you know, there's nothing really else to say. The last episode was essentially just a setup episode to see who Karasuno were going to face. It ended up being Seijo, so that's that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get the revenge match started, shall we? Episode 20. Seems. Oh my god. Oh, face. God's sake. Oh, fuck, yeah, this guy. I forgot about him. I completely forgot about him. Yeah, he's gonna have to deal with him, isn't he? Shit, I completely forgot about him. this match is gonna be insane. I can already feel it, man. Woo! Wiping out. Mind games already, yeah. Interesting. Expect them to do it again. Alright, well I figured they were going to underestimate in the first set, but who knows? Oh, well, they changed it up. That might fuck them over, I guess. I'm going to say it will, because that was their, like, pre-match sort of where they change and they become fired up. I feel like now that they haven't done that. Did you notice when they were lining up, it showed the whole of Karasuno, but it only showed Aikawa? There's little things that I'm noticing that makes me think that Karasuno's just going to beat Seijo this time around. Nice Daichi. Nice stop, Kageyama. Yeah, they can't toss it. So, Libero, yes! Nishinaya! Come on, boy. Who's it going to? Tanaka. What about Tanaka? No? Oh, I see he's getting it! Nice! First points to Karasuno. Sweet. I think he'll become a thorn in that side as well. In Seijo's side. I feel like they will. He will, so. No, it's out. Fuck! Can you get it? Can you get it? You just managed to. Nice! Sweet! Come on, Tsukishima, boy. Nice! Yes! I love it when Tsukishima gets points. He's so fucking... He's so just anxious, isn't he? He's like... Mm.
前回の正常戦のラスト完璧なタイミングだった日向の速攻がドシャッと食らって終わったんだ俺たちもあれは印象に残ってるからな岩ちゃんナイスナイス来た
It's alright, it's a rebound. Someone... Come on, someone's got to get it. Someone's getting it this time. Yes, Tsukishima, boy! Yes! Tsukishima saving the fucking... He's not... Yeah, he's not chilling out enough. Kick off the ass! During the game! Are you fucking nuts? Come on, get this one.
あの絶望の一本を
Aim it, aim it! Yes, boy! Nice! Oh, shit. Oh, got the weapons to beat Seijo now. Yes!
焦らずじっくり攻略していこうか。
まだ1セット目だけど、成長相手にこのスコアはすげえよ。
だな。カラスのまさかここまでやるとは思わなかった。前回のはまぐれじゃなかったんだな。今回は日向のブロードにはレシーブだけで対応か。
Fucking sweet!
あの10番マッキー頼むよ。はいよ、国見。はい。
Oh.
ナイスキー。おい、ちょっと。さあ来い。ブロックつくのか。1枚で止めるのはしんどい。でもこっちには打たないでね。打てないよね。
Doesn't have to go for Hinata though. Oh, I guess it's going anyway.
ストレート真正面。
Force them to go for it straight.
常に選手一人一人が考えてプレーしてる。それが正常の強さの源なんだろうな。
Yeah. Thinking up of like counters on the spot, right?
ナイスレシーブ。
Nice! Like point for point. But I still think Harasuna's going to take this first one.
腕もげサーブの人。
おいかナイスさ。
I feel like he'll get this one though. I feel like he'll get this point.
一応後頭部気をつけろ。
Whoa! Fucking Jesus! Was that out? I think it was out, wasn't it? But that was some serious fucking power. Whoa!
ラッキーラッキー。もう一本取ろう。今のすっげえサーブだったな。取ってみたい。
I wanna, yeah, I knew he was gonna, yeah, I wanna try and stop it.
すごい音。もう腕吹き飛んじゃう。
Oh my god, what if Kageyama does it now though? What if he does it now? What if he pulls out a point out of this serve? Oh my god, it'll be the biggest fuck you to Oikawa if he does it. I want to get the point, but he's not. He's not gonna get it. It would have been a more epic serve if that would have been the case. Bollocks!
あと1点で正常から第1セット取れる。一発集中。
Oh, we're swapping in. Ah, shit. Alright.
ここでですか。
Where does he play?
岩泉さんナイスだ。 金田一。
Holy shit! Christ, he's rapid. He's like feral.
綺麗すぎるほどに噛み合っていた歯車を自ら狂わせる途端それは得体の知れないものとなる
Fuck, they're gonna end there. Bollocks, you cunts. Shit! Okay, episode 20, right, we're in it now. This is, like, this is insane. So they haven't even finished the first set yet, in the first episode. Yeah, this is gonna be like, this whole thing's a four episode fucking match. I mean, I figured that Karasuno were gonna take the first set. It's I don't know. I think, oh god. Well, I mean, now they're on juice, right? So they've got to keep going until they get a 2-point lead. Alright, well that makes me think that... You see, that guy's so unpredictable that, you know, I feel like he will end up being a downfall at some point. I mean... Alright, if we start from the top. I thought it was interesting showing, at the beginning of the match, it showed the whole of Karasuno, right? The whole team. But then it flicked over to Seijo. Only person that saw, like, that it showed was Oikawa, right? And it just... You know, it's just a little, like, a little... I feel like it's a little nod to, like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's sort of just like Oikawa, and that's pretty much like who you need to beat. And then obviously they did the pre-match ritual thing for Seijo is Oikawa turns around and says, "I'm like counting on you" or something, right? And they fucked that up, and they didn't do that the way they normally do it, which I feel like is alluding to that sort of inevitable loss to Karasuno. And then there's this new kid that comes in, and I feel like he's too unpredictable. You saw what he did. He knocked that guy out of the way to spike it himself. He's rapid, and he's sort of in it for himself, which I feel like, you know what I mean. What did they say before? They said like 6 players like as a team, right? The keyword being team. If he doesn't play for the team, then, you know what I mean, you're naturally going to be a liability. Yeah, he might be able to get like, you know, rapid like scattered points here and there, because of how unpredictable he is, but also like I feel like that is only for attacking purposes. If he's on the defense, I feel like it's not going to be as I don't know. I feel like with attacking, you can be fluid in what you're doing, so it kind of suits that guy's playstyle. But when you're defensive, I feel like you have to be a bit more structured and a bit more, you know what I mean, which he just isn't. I feel like that was the downfall of Jozenji, you know, that they were very fluid in the attack and stuff like that. They were very flary players, but when it came to the defense, I feel like they lacked. So I feel like it's the same with this guy. He's, you know what I mean, I think his play style, well, I mean, it's so sort of, I think feral's the perfect word for it, because I mean, he looks like a fucking he looks like a bloody beast. But, you know, I feel like his playstyle just sort of is more geared towards, like, attacking as opposed to defending. So, we'll see how, we're going to have to just wait till fucking next week, see how that plays out. But, yeah. I like how, in the middle of the match, it was still fucking, the ball was still in play, and Kageyama gave Shoyo a kick up the arse. I mean, it definitely like, you know, like got Shoyo kind of like back on track and like where his head should be. So like, it works. It's just I just think it's funny that like he did it while the ball was still in play. Like, it's just so funny. I feel like Seijo were not as much as I thought they were going to be, because I feel like, you know what I mean, it was before the fucking episode even started. I was like, I feel like Seijo, because they don't know exactly how far Karasuno's come, I'll be like, oh, they're gonna underestimate them. They haven't done that. However, I still feel like Karasuno have caught them by surprise by the stuff that they are doing. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, Seijo are definitely holding their own. They definitely weren't underestimating them at all. In fact, they did, you know, they were up for like a tough game. So, you know, they acknowledge Karasuno's strength, which is like nice to see and whatnot. So, yeah, not to see. I mean, that serious fucking like power serve from Oikawa, like, that we haven't seen before. I love it when they do that, like, because with this anime, they reuse a lot of animation like assets. You know what I mean? You see it all the time with like the jump serves and stuff. Like, it's the same animation all the time. You know what I mean? And then every so often you'll get like you have you have the receive, like some receive animations are the same, like, and reused, and spiking animations and tossing out and stuff like that, and so you reused a lot. I really love it when they pull out a different animation style for like when it's like an important attack, or it's an important, you know what I mean. It's really cool. I was actually before the game thinking like, oh sorry, it wasn't even before the game. It was when it was like, oh sorry, before the episode. Like, it was during the very beginning. I was thinking, shit. Like, I remember back to episode 1 when like they pulled out like that fucking mad shit where Hinata was like running over this way, and and they caught Kageyama like by surprise, and like it was that, so like that. And they do this like that, like intentional, real, like proper drawing, like sketch draft style, but they like went beyond with Hinata like going for the ball, and he probably like went out wide and like jumped pure like diagonal and was like, what? And it was just like, it was this real fast, very very smooth, sort of sketchy like animation style, and I was like, damn, like. They don't bring that out as much as I would like them to, you know? I guess it's sort of a thing where, like, you're kind of waiting for it, and, like, because it doesn't happen all the time, you're more like, what, when it happens kind of shit, but, damn, I love that animation style, you know what I mean? It's very raw, and it's very, like, it's very graphic, it's just very, I don't even know how to explain it, it's the same feeling you get when you see, like, when you watch Dragon Ball Z and you watch them go Super Saiyan and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's so like impactful and so like powerful when they animate that way. And I get that like you can't like you can't use it all the time, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's only been a few, like maybe throughout the whole show, there's maybe been like 3 times where it's been pulled out the bag. I don't count the ones where you see like Asahi like go up and yeah, you know, and you see him like do like his like pure power serve, and like it does go like that sketchy style, but those ones you see like each character sort of has their own, well, some characters don't even have them, but so like some characters have their own sort of like again like reused assets kind of thing. So you have Asahi when you see him like from the front, you know what I mean, front facing, and you see him like go for a massive power serve, and you've like, I've seen that sort of, that little scene, that little clip used quite a lot, and reused. Tsukishima has one, although he did have a new one when he changed his sort of style to be a bit more assertive, when they were doing the practice thing. So like, you know, like 10 episodes back or whatever, or however long ago it was, when he was going up against Bokuto and stuff, and he had that moment where he changed. So he had a new one, but he still has like, yeah, but like, I don't know, Ione, he has one where his like eyes like get like, it like focuses really in, it kind of goes a bit fisheye lensy. So he has one, and you know, like Aikawa has one. You know what I mean? Aside from this new one, which we saw here, he has one where he goes up and serves, and that's like the very sketchy style. Like that, like Aikawa's serve and Asahi's like big spike is like, that's the same, like that's the same animation style. It's very much the same. So you know, like I don't count them in the same thing as what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about like episode 1 when Hinata fucking like sped past with all his speed and he jumped up diagonally and went to hit it, but it ended up going out in the end. Or in this episode where you saw that like new animation style of Oikawa hitting the ball. Like there's possibly been like those two, and then I'd like probably the end of season 1 where they were against Seijo, and then probably like that last point where Kageyama sort of had that like when he came all the way back and he fucking did like the backwards toss over. I feel like that one probably counts, but because it's like sort of, you know, a difference. But yeah, I feel like we have that. You know, like those are the three. I can't remember any of the other ones, but like yeah, it's very like few and far between. But it's nice when you see it. It really is. You know, so you know, I feel like yeah, you've got to kind of leave it for like the very very big important moments. So like you can't like bring them out in like fucking Karasuno versus Jozenji, for example. You know what I mean? Because it's not a big like. I mean, yeah, it's a knockout game, but it's not like it's not an important game. You know what I mean? In the biggest like the bigger scope of things. It's you know, you generally have to save those ones for obviously Seijo, possibly Datako in the future, and then obviously Shiratorizawa, fucking, you know, and fucking what's its name? I can't remember the name. Fucking Tokyo guys. What? Fucking I can't remember that name. God's sake. Begins with a K. They're fucking rivals. What are they called? My name game has been like right totally off point recently. Nekama, that's it. It doesn't begin with a K. I knew there was a K in there, but it was yeah, it's Nekama. Yeah. So yeah, like against like the big important teams, right? That's what I think. So yeah, you know, next week's gonna be rough because it's gonna be fucking episode 22 and 23, which means that the finale of the match and the last episode are gonna be like the week after, which is yeah, I just can see the cliffhangers now next week. It's gonna be fucking horrible. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Anyway, yeah. Alright, that is it. So, thank you, everyone. Couple of, like, sort of shilling mentions, like, about my shit. I have a PO box, so, you know, in the description below, my PO box address is there. If you want to send me anything, I'd be really appreciative, you know what I mean? I'll open them up on videos and stuff like that, and, you know what I mean? It's a like, nice little extra bonus thing to add to the video. I've already got one thing, which is a nice little cheeky Deku statue, which will definitely go in my background once I get everything changed around. Discord, please come and join the Discord, people. Come on, it's absolutely chill, it's comfortable, it's great around there. We've got a great community over there. We've got, you know, karaoke, we've got fucking rabbit streams. So if you want to go and, like, you know, watch anime, movies, TV shows with other people, you know what I mean, we've got that. And we have got Dungeons and Dragons going on, you know what I mean. We have just started a campaign on Sunday. It's like just a little sort of tutorial thing to get people who have never played before, like, you know, a chance to kind of get into it and like understand what it's about, you know what I mean. So it's a very short campaign, you know what I mean. But we've had our first one and we like it, you know what I mean. So if you want to come play Dungeons and Dragons with us, with me and stuff like that, you know what I mean, we've got that there. So yeah, just come join us, and you know what I mean. I'm pretty much there all the time, except when I'm sleeping. So you know what I mean. If you want to come talk. Come talk. And finally, yeah, Patreon. Alright, so it's getting very close to the point where I'm trying to up my game in Patreon. So I'm going to make it a hell of a lot more appealing for those who are patrons, and hopefully, like, for those who, like, you know, don't want to pay for the early access, knowing that, oh yeah, like, I get to watch the next 2 episodes, but then if I'm a patron, I still have to wait a week. So instead, I'm going to make it more appealing. I'm going to up the videos for patrons so that not only do you get early access, but you also get more videos of those shows per week. YouTube obviously only gets 2 a week, and that'll continue to be the same. But however, if you're a patron, I'm going to try and up it. I wanted originally to up it to 4. I'm going to still try that, but it's going to take like a lot of work. So I'm trying to figure out like a strict schedule I can keep myself to like force myself to be able to do that, and that's what I'm going to aim for. And also, I have a little secret special Patreon thing that's going to be happening very soon. It'll have its own video, and I'll describe that in detail. So stay tuned for that. Okay, that is all. That's me shilling done. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.